Before we begin replacing the code in an installed plugin, the first thing we want to do is deactivate the plugin. So I'm going to go to Plugins, Installed Plugins on my dashboard, scroll down. Mine is called Michael Contact Form. I'm going to deactivate it. Check to make sure, and it is now deactivated. The next thing we'll do is go to the plugin editor. In the plugin editor, we go over to where it says Select Plugin to Edit. We're going to choose the Michael Contact Form and choose Select. And here is my currently active PHP code for my current plugin. What I need to do is replace that code with the new code from the version 2.0. So the way to do this is go to the assignment, download the code, and it should appear as a text file. It might appear as a Notepad++ file or however you edited this code. And I'm going to open it. And here's the text for the current code. Now, all we need to do is go to our active code, select in the window, hit Control A, which will select all of the text, and delete it. Go back to our notepad with our current code, select Control A, right click and copy it, and paste it into our code window. So now we have the new version 2.0 code. And I'd like to draw your attention to a couple of the changes as outlined in the assignment description. First of all, you're going to need to add your plugin name, URI description, author name, and author URL again, since this is new code. You'll see that it is now version 2.0 instead of version 1.0. Now down here towards the bottom, you'll see the var_dump section. And it's a verification dump. And what that does is dumps all of the input information that your visitor put into the contact form to your screen. Many of you have seen this. Some of you, depending on your theme, will see it. Some of you will not. That is the difference between using a plugin on various sites, is that not all themes will respond to the plugin's requests. So in this case, the var_dump information is commented out, so it no longer appears on any sites. Echo means simply to print to the screen. The var_dump information is here, email content, who it is to, and other attributes, including the header, and then another echo. And that has been commented out by the version 2.0. Now the only thing you need to do is customize the information at the top. So I'm going to call this Michael Contact Form, just for simplicity. My developer site URL, now that may be different than my website, so I can point someone to my developer site, or I can just send them right to my own website. The description is the name that's going to appear in your plugin list, so I can call this Michael's Contact Form. Looks a little bit better. Notice it is now version 2.0. My author name, which will be Michael Myers, and my website URL. In this case, it's the same one, since I do not have a developer site. And once we scroll down to the bottom, we also need to name our shortcode. Now, for those of you who had a little bit of difficulty last time with this, the shortcode name is right here. So once we change this, and I'm going to change it to be the exact same as my official plugin name, this becomes our shortcode, not the entire line. So all we need to do is take this information here, the Michael Contact Form section, put it in between shortcode brackets, and this is the shortcode that will be called by whatever page we decide to put it on. So once we're done, we can click Update File, and if we get a File Edited Successfully message, go back to our installed plugins, activate our plugin, And then we can go back to our Contact Us page and see if our contact form is functioning, which it is. So now I can go in and send the website admins my information and click Send. You'll notice that it says, "Thanks for contacting me, expect a response." I do not have an error, and I do not have a screen dumped of my input.